Have you ever wondered why staying focused feels impossible, even on things you know you should care about? Or why your mind jumps from thought to thought like it's running on fast forward? You're not alone. What most people mistake for stress or lack of discipline might actually be one of the most misunderstood conditions in adults: ADHD. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 signs most Americans overlook, and one of them might explain a lot about your daily life. ADHD, or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, is a neurodevelopmental condition that affects both children and adults across the United States. And while many people picture it as something that only happens in hyperactive kids, the reality is very different. Adults often live for years without realizing that their struggles with focus, organization, impulsivity, or motivation aren't character flaws. They're symptoms. Understanding this can be the key to improving your productivity, your relationships, and even how you see yourself. And here's why this matters. In a fast-paced world where Americans juggle work, deadlines, social lives, and constant notifications, ADHD isn't just an inconvenience. It can quietly shape every part of your day. It affects how you perform at your job, how you connect with people, and how you manage responsibilities at home. Recognizing these signs isn't about labeling yourself. It's about finally understanding why certain things feel harder than they should. Sign 1. Difficulty sustaining attention. One of the most recognizable signs of ADHD is the constant struggle to sustain attention. This isn't just about getting bored easily. It's the feeling that your mind slips away even when you're trying your hardest to stay focused. You might sit through a meeting and suddenly realize you have no idea what was just said. You may start reading an email and drift off halfway through the first paragraph. Conversations feel like a challenge because your brain keeps jumping ahead, wandering, or tuning out completely. And it's not that you don't care. In fact, many people with ADHD care deeply about doing well. But their attention works like a flickering light, on, off, making it hard to hold on to details or finish tasks that require steady concentration. Unfortunately, this often leads others to assume you're careless or not paying attention, when in reality, your brain is fighting a battle most people never see. Sign 2. Hyperfocus. Another sign that often surprises people is hyperfocus. And despite how it sounds, it isn't a superpower. Hyperfocus is when your attention locks onto something so intensely that everything else fades away. Hours can pass without you noticing. You might dive into a hobby, a video game, researching a random topic, editing something on your computer, or even scrolling through your phone, and suddenly realize you've missed meals, messages, or important tasks you meant to do. It feels like getting pulled into a tunnel where only one thing exists, and shifting your focus feels almost impossible. This isn't the same as being productive. It's more like being mentally stuck, even when the thing you're focused on isn't helpful or important. Hyperfocus can make people with ADHD seem inconsistent, unable to finish simple tasks one moment, yet completely absorbed the next. But the truth is that it's not about choice or discipline. It's about the brain struggling to regulate when to focus and when to let go. And while it can sometimes lead to bursts of creativity or deep work, it often creates major problems with time management, responsibilities, and daily routines. Sign 3. Impulsivity. Impulsivity is another powerful sign of ADHD, and it shows up in ways that can create misunderstandings in daily life. You might find yourself interrupting people mid-sentence without meaning to, blurting out thoughts before thinking them through, or reacting to situations faster than you can process the consequences. Maybe you make quick decisions, buying things you don't need, changing plans suddenly, speaking too loudly, or jumping into tasks without a plan, and only afterward realize it wasn't the best choice. To others, this behavior can look rude, careless, or even reckless, but for someone with ADHD, it's more like the brain hits go before think. This fast-paced internal rhythm can make conversations feel chaotic, relationships tense, and work situations stressful. And what's even harder is that most people with ADHD aren't trying to be disruptive at all. They often feel embarrassed or confused about why they keep doing things without thinking. Impulsivity isn't a lack of self-control. It's a neurological struggle to slow down long enough to filter actions and words before they happen. Sign 4. Chronic disorganization. Chronic disorganization is one of the most frustrating and misunderstood signs of ADHD. It's not just about having a messy room or forgetting where you put your keys. It's the feeling that your entire life operates in a constant state of chaos. You might try to keep things tidy, set reminders, make lists, or follow routines, but everything seems to fall apart faster than you can keep up. Your desk gets cluttered within days, your digital files pile up, deadlines sneak up on you, and even simple tasks feel scattered and out of sequence. It's as if your brain struggles to create and maintain order no matter how hard you try. People with ADHD often lose important items, arrive late because they underestimated time, or shuffle tasks around because sticking to a structured plan feels almost impossible. To others, this can look irresponsible or lazy, but the truth is far more complex. Disorganization is a daily battle with executive functions, the part of the brain responsible for planning, prioritizing, and staying on track. And living in this constant storm of clutter and confusion can be overwhelming, stressful, and emotionally draining, especially when you feel like you're always trying, but never quite catching up. Sign 5. Lack of motivation plus task paralysis. Another sign of ADHD that deeply affects daily life is the constant battle with motivation and task paralysis. This isn't about being lazy. Far from it, it's the experience of staring at a task you know you need to do, wanting to start, even feeling stressed about not doing it, yet still being unable to move. It can happen with anything: school assignments, paying bills, cleaning the house, replying to emails, or finishing a work project. Your brain feels stuck, like there's an invisible wall between you and the task. And the longer you wait, the heavier and more overwhelming it becomes. For many people with ADHD, motivation isn't driven by importance or deadlines. It's driven by interest, urgency, or emotional connection. So when something doesn't spark that internal push, even a simple chore can feel impossible. This leads to procrastination, guilt, and a cycle of frustration that's hard to break. You might look around and feel buried by responsibilities, unsure where to start and too mentally exhausted to begin. And the worst part is that others often misinterpret this as a lack of effort or discipline, when in reality it's a neurological difficulty in activating the brain's start button. Task paralysis is real, it's overwhelming, and for many people with ADHD, it's one of the most painful and misunderstood challenges they face. If these signs feel familiar, it's important to know that you don't have to navigate them alone. ADHD is far more common in adults than most people realize, and recognizing these patterns is the first step toward understanding yourself with more compassion. If your struggles with focus, impulsivity, motivation, or organization are affecting your work, relationships, or overall well-being, it may be time to reach out to a licensed mental health professional. A proper evaluation can give you clarity, and there are effective treatments, from therapy and coaching to medication and lifestyle strategies, that can make a huge difference. Seeking help isn't a weakness, it's a way to take control of your life and give yourself the support you've always deserved. Understanding these signs of ADHD is more than just identifying a condition. It's about finally seeing yourself with clarity instead of judgment. If anything in this video resonated with you, know that there's nothing wrong with your effort or your character. Your brain simply works differently, and that's okay. What matters now is taking the next step, whether that means learning more, seeking professional guidance, or simply being kinder to yourself as you navigate these challenges. If this video helped you in any way, make sure to like, share, and comment your experience. You never know who might need to hear this today. And if you want more content that helps you understand your mind and improve your daily life, don't forget to subscribe. You deserve support, clarity, and a life that feels manageable and fulfilling. And this is just the beginning.